Hello everyone, welcome back to Edu by Online Classes. This is your host VB Matthew Daniel. Today let's embark on the journey of the realm of project management, where preciseness and coordination are paramount. At the heart of this discipline lies a power tool which is called the network diagram. Okay, so first let's discuss about the meaning of network diagram. A network diagram is not merely a visual representation. It is the architectural blueprint, task and relationship between a project. Let's picture it as a map that guides us through the intricate web of project activities, providing a clear visual understanding of the flows and dependencies. This tool finds its prominence in the methodologies of critical pathing method and the program evaluation and review technique, PERT. So diving into the canvas of network diagrams, we encounter two main types, which is arrow diagram, ADM, also known as activity on arrow, AOA diagram. And the second one is precedence diagram, PDM, also known as activity on node, AON diagram. Arrow diagrams elegantly uses arrows to represent activities, gracefully guiding us through the project rhythm. Nodes represented by circles mark events and milestones, forming a visual palette that signifies the direction of workflow and the sequence of activities. Precedence diagram, on the other hand, shows a different choreography. Here, node stands as a protagonist embodying project activities, while arrow dance gracefully to depict dependence. It is a visual symphony where nodes mark the beginning and the end of each task, creating a harmonious flow of project activities. Now let's explore the key components of this visual masterpiece. Nodes raise a pillar symbolizing tasks or activities. Arrows or lines elegantly connect these nodes, portraying the intricate web of dependencies that bind tasks together. Woven into this tapestry are duration estimates, offering insight into the time required for each activity's completion. Transitioning into the realm of project management techniques, we encounter the critical pathing method, CPM, designed for the orchestration of complex projects. CPM identifies the critical pathing, the long sequence of dependent and critical tasks. This path determines the minimum time needed to complete the entire project. Any delay in this critical path directly impacts the project's completion date, emphasizing the significance of meticulous planning and execution. In project evaluation and review technique, which is PERT, we encounter a trio of time estimates, which is optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely, denoted by OPM. These time estimates are the delicate brushstroke that paint the temporal landscape of project activities. So let's first discuss about optimistic time, which is denoted by TO. A canvas of possibilities where activities unfold in their shortest consumable duration. It's the best case scenario where the efficiency regens, resources align seamlessly, and performance is optimal. Second point is pessimistic time, denoted by PT, a contrasting palette depicting the longest consumable duration an activity might endure. Here we face the worst case scenario where obstacles abound, delays are unforeseen, and complications arise unexpectedly. Third one is the most likely time, denoted by TM, the nuanced blend representing the activity's best estimate under normal or typical condition. It's the time when the project gracefully moves forward, unhindered by exceptional delays or acceleration, a realistic portrayal based on the resources, constraints, and potential challenges. In conclusion, the network diagram is not just a visual aid, it is the maestro orchestrating the symphony of project management. It guides us through the intricacies, revealing the relationship, dependencies, and temporal landscapes that define the journey from project initiation to its completion. Now let's move to a real example, how to create or draw a network diagram. Okay, so now we are going to see the example for network diagram. So when I used to give exams for project management, what I used to do is to first roughly draw the network diagram and later on finalize it, make few of the corrections what only required, and then provide the final answer with proper marking and all in my answer sheet. Okay, so the same I'm going to do here so that you can have the same experience. First we are going to read what exactly the question is, what are the dependencies, what are the immediate preceding dependencies or the predecessors, and to see the activities which are there. Okay, so let us mark this as column A for our easy understanding. This is column B and this is column C. So column A is basically the description. Most of the time you will get this, and few of the times you won't. So you don't have to worry even if you don't get the description. This is column B as the activity, and C is the immediate predecessor or the preceding or dependency depending task. Okay, So first what we are going to draw is a sample chart over to this area. Always keep in mind that a network diagram, we will call it as ND. Network diagram always flows forward. Always, okay. Always flow forward. So it will be always from left to right side. Even if you mark few of the arrows, it won't go reversal. It will always be in this forward position. Okay. Okay, so let's go and make a sample one. So here we have a question stating that a construction company has listed down few of the activities that are involved in construction of a company hall, and below is the summary of the plan they got. Okay, so the first task description is plan approval, and as you can see that this task is not having any immediate predecessor. That means this particular task is independent by its own nature, and it is not dependent on any of the previous task. Okay, the same goes for task B. So as we already discussed that a task will be denoted by an arrow, and the duration or the time taken for the completion from its initiation will be marked as a note. Okay, that is circle. So let's start this. So this is first node. This is a task independent in its own nature to node 2. Now the second is also independent and don't have any predecessor. We will mark it as open task as this, because anything to the left as of now will be at 0. Okay, we will consider that as 0. So here is the project initiation, and this is the two initial task. Okay, now the third task is going to be task C, which is having a immediate predecessor, that is which is dependent on task A. So that means we have to make sure while marking a arrow, it should be from connected to A task. So like this, I will mark, one second, let me draw it with smaller. So we'll mark it like this. This is columns, this is task C. Okay, now the next one is task D, which is having a dependency on task B. So I will draw something like this. Okay, but there is a slight trick in this. We completed till here, but you can see that in the laying foundation process we have one task, which is task F, which is having dependency on two subtasks, which is C and D. So that means when we draw F task, it should have a common factor, that is task C and D, like this. It should be in this format. Okay, this is a node, and this is task C, this is task D, and this should be task F. That two tasks is coming together at a single node, and from there we are having our different task. So as of now it is not going to work. Then if I have to have a single task F in a common node, then I have to connect this, and that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so in this case what I am going to do is I will just simply connect B to node 4 and mark it as D. Okay, this is done. Now I can go ahead and okay, and I can go ahead and do the next one, that is task E, which is having a dependency or immediate predecessor as task A. So I am going to draw like this. It is coming from A. This is task 5, node 5, and task E, like this. Okay, now the next one is raising wall from foundation to wall base. Now this task is named as G, and it is having a immediate predecessor, task F. Okay, so one second, let me check this. So the next one is task F. Okay, the task F is basically having two immediate predecessors, as we already discussed, and we planned it accordingly. We made it like a arrow wedge format. Okay, now from the C and D task, there's a common task which is going ahead, which is task F. So I will draw task F not 6 and this is marked as F. Okay, now from task F we have a task that is task G, so that means F is having a F is a dependency task for task task G. Okay, however below that you can see at roofing description that E and G is having common dependency on task H. So that means for marking H task I have to collab as we did like this. We have to do task E and G, and G task is coming from F. So like this I will make few of the corrections. Now from here we have task like this. Okay, now I will mark like this. So this is task G. So G and E is having a common node, and from here I can mark task H. So that means H having two common dependencies is having a single node connection. Okay, so this is also done. Now we are going for the next one, that is task I from H. So that's simple. We'll just mark it like this. Now the next one is I from J. Okay, J from I. So J from I. However, you can see that here we have J and L having common dependency, or being working as a predecessor for task K. However, as of now we don't know anything about L task because it is going to be in the next one, and it is having a predecessor for task A. Okay, so what I will be doing is first I will deal with this portion. Let us say this is the first one, this second one, this third one. So H having common I and I from J. So I will just mark J like this. This is J. Now I want L. Okay, so I will just leave this task as of now and go for the whitewashing part, and will mark it says that A is a dependency for L. So I won't draw it from here. I won't do that because it won't be correct. I will draw from A and all the way till here, so that L and J is having a common node now, and from here I can simply draw node 9 and this is K, right? So all these three are done. Now we are moving ahead with task M, which is having a common dependency of task K. So that says 10 and this is K L M. Okay, and from M to N we have N. So this is the rough diagram. Rough work. You can draw this as well as in your answer sheet, but don't make it in your question paper because it will be like marked as a cheating or something. You are tampering your question paper. So don't do like that. Just एक नया पेपर ओपन कर लेना लास्ट में, कोई आंसर शीट के लास्ट में, and you just make your rough work over there. Okay, now we are going to create the correct thing properly. One second. Okay, so let me draw like this now I'm just going to do the same but in a proper way so that the examiner can understand, because this line is having a curve. In actual network diagram there should not be curves. It will be always straight arrows, and from there we have to make sure that okay, it's connecting correctly. So I will draw like this now. So this is 1, this is having 2 A. From here I will draw 3, that's P, and from here I will draw 4, that's C, and from here I will draw D, that's 4 connected. Okay, from here I will draw a straight line. This will be my 5 and it will be marked as E. From here I will mark one more, that is 6, and it will be F. From 6 5 I will mark it as G. Okay, and from here I will be having a common, that is 7, that's 7, and this is H. From H we will be having I. One second. 8I. From here we'll be having 9 J. Okay, now so instead of doing like this, what I will do, I will make sure that it's going upwards. So we have 6, that is H. We have 7 I. 7 and this is 8. Okay, and from 8 we are having one more, that is 9, and this is marked as J. From 8 till J will be having a common. Okay, this is 9 and this is L, and from here we'll be having 10, that is A. Then from here 11M, and from here 12, that is N. And the numbers is not correct. We ended up with 11 knots because I wrote twice 6 away in the working area. Okay, so this is how the network diagram, the final network diagram is going to look. Okay, so if you have any queries in this, please let me know. I will definitely do more sums. This is question number 1. Along with this, we will be having durations for the next time, so it will help us to understand the critical pathing method, which is basically the minimal time taken or the best time taken for the completion of a task. Okay, so we'll be doing that critical pathing method as well with numbers and all, so you will be understanding more about network diagram and its relation to the actual project work. Even if you do some sort of practicals in your college or any task assignments, you can test this network diagram, and in the final papers you can relate those numbers or those analysis with your examiner or in your project, so that it will make sure that you have experienced the real-time situations with the things that you have learned throughout project management course. Thank you so much. So we'll be ending the section as of now, and let me know if you have any questions or concern. You can contact me to contact.eduby@gmail.com, or you can comment on this video with your queries and concern, and I will definitely reach out to you with the answer. And if I don't reach out to you in 24 hours, be patient, text me once again over the email. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.